Today we're going to look at the concept of modeling factors. Now first we better define what a factor is. So a factor is a number in a multiplication expression. Now those words should be familiar to you. Expression, remember, is without the answer. So if we were to look at this another way, we might think of factors as a factor times a factor equals a product. So we are actually going to be looking for these numbers that will get us a given product. All right. To do this, we're going to use models. Now the model that I chose to use is called an array. Now an array is just a fancy word that means we're going to use columns and rows to find the given factors. Let's take a look at an example. If we want to find all the factors for the product 6 using these arrays, we have to think to ourselves, how can we use columns and rows to total up to 6? Well, one way that I think is if you have one row with 6 columns, or that'll get you 6. Okay, so 1 by 6. Well, could we use 2 rows? Yes, we could. If we did 2 rows by 3 columns, so 2 rows by 3 columns, that would also get us 6. Could we use 3 rows? Well, sure. 3 rows and 2 columns, but we already have those 2 factors, so we're not going to repeat those. Could we use 4 rows? No. 5 rows? No. And then we're up to 6, and that's all the further we can go. So all the factors of 6 would be 1, 6, 2, and 3. Now, seeing as though it's math, I like to put things in numerical order. So I would list 6, and then all the factors would be 1, 2, 3, and 6. Let's take a look at another example, finding all the factors using an array. Let's look at the product of 18. Now, how many different ways can we get 18 using columns and rows? Well, we could do one row of 18. Okay. So 1, 2. There you go. One row of 18. We could do 2 rows of 9. So that gets us our 2 rows of 9. Could we do 3 rows? Absolutely. So we could do 3 rows of 6. Three rows of 6 columns. Could we do 4 rows? No, 4 won't go into 18 evenly. 5? Nope. 6? Oh, we've already got our 6. So since we started a repeat, that's all we have. So if we look here, we have 1, 18, 2, and 9, 3, and 6. All right, if we were to put those in numerical order, we would have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. So those would be all the factors to get us to the product of 18.